And welcome back. So as you can see, these are two HP Vectra VLI8 MTs that I've got sitting in front of me. I don't know what the MT stands for. I'm going to assume it has to do with the tower, the case model. I think they made a desktop version of this. In fact, I think the CRT Man has a video of a desktop version. I don't know if you search Google images for HP Vectra VLI8, it should be like the first picture is a desktop model of this. But anyway, I originally wanted to make this video about kind of installing the hard drive in both of these machines, along with installing Windows NT 4.0 Workstation, which is what I ended up putting on them. And of course, the only reason that I put that on there was because there was the little COA on there, and my camera doesn't want to focus. But of course, when I recorded that video, because I got a new camera, as you can definitely see by the quality, I had my hand over the microphone the entire time, which kind of messed it up. I'd like to get a tripod for this, but it's a cell phone, and I don't know if my main tripod, which is kind of by a bunch of junk here, I don't know if that tripod's gonna... I don't think there's any mounting things I can use to mount this camera, so I might have to make one, or this phone. Anyway, that was the original plan for this video, but unfortunately that didn't work, and I ended up deleting all that footage, so I figured I might as well just show you guys what I got now. Now, originally, I was planning on putting some SATA hard drives in here. In fact, I ended up buying two identical drives. They're both Seagate Barracuda drives. 80 gig drive, just a little overkill for, actually a lot overkill for NT 4.0. I think it only supports a max of, what, 8 gigs? 9 gigs, I think? Anyway, I bought all the adapters for it. I went on Amazon and purchased some IDE to SATA adapters, and these were really nice. Even came with the little jumper for slave and master. In fact, I should have an opened one in here. There it is. And they did work. I tested them. The machine detected them. But the problem was, of course, they would not fit in here. As you can see, it comes with a little bracket. There's originally two in here, but whoever removed the original hard drives took out the brackets too, which is kind of annoying. But they wouldn't fit in the brackets, so I just kind of had to do with some 40 gig, what the heck are these? Why do I always forget? They're Maxtor drives, 40 gig Maxtor drives. This one, I think, no. This one came from one of the machines that I got for free. I did a video on, well, I didn't do a video on, but I did a video on the whole pickup. There's the machine right there. That originally had Linux DSL on it, or Dana Small Linux. That was just a quick little, I used D-band on each of them, but it was a quick little wipe of the drive, and I had a working drive I could use. Like I said, about the 80 gig drives, even 40 gigs is a little overkill for what it is. It's just, I don't know, it's what I had. If I would have had a bunch of 15 gig drives, or even 8 gig drives, I would have definitely used them, but of course, I don't even have any of those. Well, I do have a couple 15 gig drives. But they're way back there. I thought that was it right there, but it wasn't. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, before I power it up, I just kind of wanted to go over the inside. I had something to check out really quick there. But anyway, going back over the inside of the machine here where I left off, we'll start with the bottom of the small main board right here. And as you can see, we've got our RAM slots right there. We've got 128 megs of RAM occupied in the slot 1 there. Or slot 1 is occupied with 120... whatever. I kind of messed up that sentence. And we've got a free slot down there. I believe max per slot is 156K. What am I talking about? 156 megs of memory per slot. And I think it's maxed out at, well, obviously it's going to be maxed out at 512 after that. And we have your onboard video chip over there. And probably a video RAM next to that. A little mess of dip switches. I'm assuming probably for the CMOS. I think you can reset the CMOS that way. I forget what that's for. Might be CPU speed. Yeah, I think it... Well, it's not all going to be for the CMOS stuff, but I think there's a couple ways you can reset the BIOS with that. And then there's the CPU speed. Looks like you can also control that from there. And then moving to the right of that a little bit, we've got your 600 megahertz Pentium 3, and that's just slot 1 Pentium 3. And moving up from that, we've got the clock battery, or the CMOS battery, over there. Well, there's really nothing. I don't know what's over there, because I can't see underneath that Ethernet card there. But I guess we'll just go up from there. We've got your little riser card. I guess you could call it a riser card. It's more of a slot for a motherboard. Well, the main board just slides out. I wish I could give you guys a better example, but I don't have the machine tipped over on its side. It's very similar to the digital computer I've got down here. The motherboard just kind of slides out, and then it's connected to, I guess you could call that the riser card, which has all the power and all your expansion and whatnot attached to it. And then just kind of moving up from there, we've got your brackets for the hard drives. And kind of an odd little thing about each of these machines, although they are the same, they do have a couple little differences. One of them being this little thing right here. I'm assuming that's probably for some smaller type of card. I know I've seen those before on other machines, other types of computers. But that's not the only difference. The other difference is really tiny. Same with that one. They're just really tiny little differences. I believe this one has an Aztec power supply in it. This one right here. This one's got a Delta power supply. So I don't know if they changed in between. I don't know if these were manufactured in different years. But it's just kind of an odd little thing I noticed. And then moving right over here, we've got your 3 5.25 inch drive bays, and then up there we've got your 3.5 inch, which is populated with a floppy disk. There, I got the word right finally. Then we've got your little fan down there and your little shroud and whatnot. And what is that, a full length? Yeah, full length card thing. I might have messed up some words there, but it doesn't really matter. This one's also missing a couple little brackets in the back. These are I don't know if you'd call these special. It's also missing the there should be like a little piece of metal that goes right down there. They're a little bit different. They've got kind of a little they're just kind of pressure fit in there. They kind of slide in there. I don't even know what word I was looking for. Some weird noises going on over there. Anyway, otherwise, hopefully someday, whenever I do a little more looks like the cat has found a toy mouse to play with. Anyway, sometime whenever I have more time to research these machines, I'll do a much better video. In fact, I'd like to do really nice reviews on some of these systems I've got down here, but unfortunately, due to not a if I had a tripod for this camera, I could probably do a little bit better, but it's kind of hard to hold these and show things off. I don't even know where I was going to go with that. Might as well start off and just turn up these machines. Before I do that, I know I keep doing this. You might notice this one's got a key in it. It's actually got 2 of them. This is probably the nicest thing I've ever gotten with a system. It actually came with the original keys. Sometimes, I don't know. I've had a couple of them where sometimes the keys don't come with it. I've never had any. Well, I have had one that was locked. The PS value point was locked when I got it. So it's nice to have the 2 sets of keys that go with it, and it's not a electrical lock. It's just mechanical. It locks the side panel on. We'll go ahead and power this one up. We're on the compact monitor. As you can see, it's all light. It's all lit up. Using a compact keyboard and just some generic mouse that I found sometime. It's a Mitsumi mouse, actually. What the heck is wrong with me? As you can see, this one's just named Workstation 2, so this was the last system I worked on. This one's Workstation 1, this one's Workstation 2. Let's see, yeah, that's got 128 megs of RAM. Nothing too interesting, really. Yeah, the other 4 gigs is just extended. And then, of course, it does not detect all 40 gigs. But it does detect 8 of them, which I suppose is something, a little bit of a... I can't think of anything tonight. I can't think of the words to say or what. Well, that's just kind of a little overview, I guess. Hopefully the video turned out okay and I didn't have my hand over the microphone or something this time. But hope you guys enjoyed. Anyway, I'm just going to kind of leave you guys at that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later with another video.